So this hopefully a short demo to show you how to make an instant app. Now, I'm logged into ArcGIS Online in that, so typically go to content. I do recommend creating a directory where you do demos, so I have a class demos directory and a reminder that I should be able to delete anything in this folder, that sort of thing. And just to get so that things don't build up. The more you play with ArcGIS Online, you'll find you'll have stuff everywhere, so you have to start organizing it. So I'm going to go up here. So I went to content and then just like new item, create app. And so these apps usually have a, they can be 100% ran from the web because you're in a web area. You can get more over here with the like all apps icon. There's a ton of these, just so you know. Okay, and that. We're going to start over here, create an app, instant apps. Now, if you scroll to the bottom, you can see the configurable apps, but those are being phased out. That's probably why it's in the bottom of the list. So they want you to be using these instant apps. I'm going to use the attachment viewer one and that. So I will, I guess, choose, and I'll give it a title. It didn't remember what folder I was on, so I'm going to go in here and make sure I'm my class demos folder and delete me, just a reminder. I don't need that. We'll call it GIST 7130 M10 D01. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And I will create the app. Okay. Now, all apps need data. That's something to remember as a GS person, and typically spatial data and that sort of thing. So this is like almost like onboarding tutorial stuff, right? How to do things and that. And then you can test it out on your phone or mimic testing it out on your phone. So I've done that. So step one, map, right? So this is a big thing. This is sort of a short menu of the tabs we had before, right? And I was in this content, but here's map, how to make a map, how to make a scene. So most of these, okay, start with a map. So you would already have had to load data into ArcGIS Online. You would already have to have created a map based on that data. Now, if you're an ArcPro, you can load up all your layers, get your map ready, get your pop-ups ready, get everything configured, and then shoot it up to the cloud via ArcGIS Online. Or you can make it manually all from the web now, which is more and more stuff is showing up and that. And so I'm going to come here and pick a map, and I can search, I guess, through all my maps and that. And so I have some fire hydrants. Looking for version 5. I'll take version 5 for now, and I'll go select that map. That is now my map, and I can kind of move on, say, to the next step. This almost works like a task in ArcPro. That's how they've kind of set that up. And I'll go OK, and I can go next. I can change the app title if I want, right? I'll leave it as is. Do you want an introductory panel? There's a few things like this is this low code, no code, where you just, hey, use this map. I'm using standard attachments. It should slide in this. That's another thing too. If you use some of their standard data models, it slides into their existing sort of app skeletons and that. I'll go next. At any time I can publish or preview in that. Attachment focus, map focus. Right now it's got an attachment focus, which is fine in that. But that would be a decision. Do you want them when the person first comes in, it's a map and they click on the dots and the attachments come up, or do you want the attachments like up front in that? I'll go next in that. There probably changes a little bit of the layout and that sort of thing, or the defaults. What do you want enabled? I'm all good. I'm good with the defaults right now and that sort of thing. I'll just confirm this. It'll publish. There is a preview button in that. And it'll do its thing, and I will just launch it in that. So there is a preview button in that, and so we have the little OK. I don't know if I might go back and change that. I don't know if I want that, but the idea is that the attachments are up front, and as you cycle through features in that. Now, if I zoom in here, right, and you click on ones, then a new attachment comes up. But this is, you have to buy into a particular data model you have to kind of follow how, it's filed, it's geodatabase concepts, attachments, how they're done. You have to use the attachments that are part of the geodatabase. If you follow all their rules, then they can kind of, and you use, their data model, and you publish a hosted feature service with attachments, then they know how to talk to that and organize it into this this app and that. And so you might be able to, if we go back here, I'll go close and that, and we can exit out of here, right, as well. So there's things you could try to look at this on your phone. We can go configure if you need to change some stuff, like turn off the OK screen, splash screen that comes up and that. And so there are these things where you can look at different views, like we said, landscape and that sort of thing. This is just going to size it down. This is trying to do a quick resize to say, hey, what would this look like on a phone? Looks horrible right now. Portrait looks kind of okay, I would say, in that. And then what does it look like in desktop, right? So this is showing you a little bit of a responsive design and how they've done that. Again, they do use React Strap to build these applications. The Strap part is Bootstrap. React is the React framework in that. So you can kind of get a preview of how it's going to look. You can use some of the tools that are built in the browser to do the same thing. But it's a quick way. We have an app up and people can go through and see the attachments. So if you have points with photos or lines or polygons with photos, and you want to be able to people just to preview in that. And if you have editing, I won't get into editing, but you might want to do that with a different app and that sort of thing. But this lets you at least inspect the data, see what attachments have been associated with a particular feature. And I didn't have to write any code. I just clicked a bunch of buttons, flipped a bunch of switches, checked off a bunch of boxes, and that. And this is a concept of a low-code, no-code solution, instant apps, right? Using pre-configurable templates that a wizard just kind of walks you through. So we'll wrap it there, and that's all for now.